YouTube. This is Jay. Welcome to Things to Do in Metro Atlanta Storytime with Jay. If you want to support the channel, you can cash at me at $JAYR3240. That's $JAYR3240. Today is January the 6th, 2025. Now, you know my channel is about networking, technology, wellness and fitness, and travel. So I just got back from the gym. And, I had a pretty good workout. I'm building muscle. I'm using one of my muscle patches. And you put the patch on and it kind of builds muscle. So I'm seeing definition that I haven't seen. I had an arm, but the arm didn't have that kind of definition. I'm looking at the definition that I'm getting as a result of the patches I've been using. This is my wellness and fitness piece, but I'm also gonna flow into networking, technology, and travel. So as I said, I just got back from the gym. I had a good time. I go to Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness is, they got newer equipment. And so some of the equipment, at least the one I go to, is very new. They opened it up maybe a few years ago, like 2 years ago, I believe in 2023 or 2022. But whenever they opened it up, I joined. So, a lot of Planet Fitnesses have been popping up all over the Metro Atlanta area. As I said, my group is Things to Do in Metro Atlanta. And this is Story Time with Jay. So that's my wellness and fitness piece. I'll probably flow back into that maybe a little later on. But I wanted to talk about networking. Has anybody been to the Disco Publix? There's a new Publix that opened up just recently, not too long ago, like maybe a month or so ago. And this particular Publix is located in Buckhead, 3330 Piedmont Road. That's 3330 Piedmont Road. So this Publix is very nice. They have an upstairs too. And so this is just another place where you can go and do your networking on the computer. Because, there's social networking via the computer. And then there's social networking in person. I also want to talk about a little networking today. There's different kinds of networking: business networking, strategic networking. There's a few other kinds of networking. I'll have to look that up. I have it in my notes. But the business networking, strategic networking, I think there's like 5 kinds of networking. Anyway, I generally do a lot of social networking is one. So there's social, business, and strategic. And then there's 2 other kinds. It slips my memory right now. But I do a lot of networking. And so, as I said, networking is one of the ways that I've been able to get the things that I wanted in life. I started out networking very young at the age of 16. And I was working for a organization. I got a summer job with the Summer Youth Employment Program, SYEP. Summer Youth Employment Program. This was a program that they had in New York. I don't know if they had SYEP programs elsewhere or if that was the name of it, Summer Youth Employment Program. But I know in New York City they called it Summer Youth Employment Program, SYEP. And they would pay every 2 weeks. And it was $150. For a teenager, $150 every 2 weeks. That was something. And we would go to the check cashing places to cash our checks. And sometimes there would be people waiting outside the check cashing place to try to rob you. So they started having the police out there. So when the police started coming around, people knew they wasn't going to be able to get away with it. But I was just saying that I started out networking. And I found out about the Summer Youth Employment Program And when I got the job, I started networking with some of the supervisors on the job. And as a result, I met more people in the community working and doing things in the community. As I said, I have a background in community-based organizations. They call them CBOs. And so one of my first summer job was actually at a CBO, community-based organization. And that's where the networking started. So networking is a very powerful tool. It's not to be underestimated. It is something that anyone can do regardless of education, regardless of money. I know a lot of people don't have money. I don't have money. I would like to make more money. My money is limited now. But as I start making more money, I plan to make more moves. I also have a stem cell activation distributorship, activation patch, stem cell activation patches. These are wellness. This is the wellness and fitness company that I'm a part of. It's called LifeWave. And I have these stem cell activation patches. And they work wonders. I mean, this is cutting edge. We're 10 years ahead of everybody else. Let me say it that way. We're 10 years ahead of everybody else. I'll say it that way because I know certain things you're not supposed to say. And so, but we are 10 years ahead. We're cutting edge. And so the patches do a lot. But I didn't want to, that's my wellness and fitness piece for the video. Travel is something that I'm definitely interested in too. I do plan on traveling. As I said, I have traveled from the age of 14, and I would visit my family in different parts of the country. Now I'm looking to travel more national and international. Washington, D.C. is a city I would like to go to more. I've been there before, been through there a few times. I would also like to visit Miami. I've been there once. I would like to go back. The weather's really nice. You get to wear shorts and t-shirts, even in the wintertime. Like I live in the metro Atlanta area, and so being in the metro Atlanta area, it's cold right now. It was, last time I checked, it was like maybe 40 degrees or below 40 degrees. Something like that. I know it's cold, like maybe 36 degrees. And so, because, the temperature, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, and then it'll go up to 42, and that's still pretty cold. Then it'll drop back down to 36. So, it's pretty cold a day. Last time I checked it, I think it was like 36 degrees, something like that. But anyway, my point is that sometimes when you travel, you can, go to other parts of the world, other parts of the country that's warm, like Miami is very warm. Generally, when I'm in Miami, I like to go to Brickell, like West Brickell. It's pretty nice over there. I usually try to stay in the excuse me, it's been a long day. I usually try to stay in the nicer parts of town. So Brickell is very nice, West Brickell. I like it over there. But when I was there, it was 80 degrees. That was 2023. I was in Miami in 2023. And it was pretty warm. And so I like Miami. But Washington, D.C. is another city I would like to visit a little more often. I've been there before. It's nice. It's cold. Right now, I hear they have snow in D.C. right now. For anybody that's watching that that lives in D.C., my question is, are you experiencing snow? I saw it. Anyway, with the video, you can watch this video to the end, like, share, and subscribe. If you want to support the channel, it's $JAYR3240. And my channel is Things to Do in Metro Atlanta. And this is Story Time with Jay. I like to just kind of reiterate that. I decided to get on YouTube because it's a way of expressing myself. And you know, YouTube now is helping small content creators to get money. And so, because YouTube is helping small content creators to get money, you have a lot more people starting YouTube channels because, you know, they want to make, you know, a little extra money. YouTube is helping the content creators, especially the smaller ones, have a voice. And so basically anybody can start a YouTube channel now. I mean, I guess anybody could before, but now, you know, it's not, doesn't have to be like before. You can get on here and express yourself. And so that's basically what I'm doing. I always wanted to start a YouTube channel, and I decided to kind of start it in 2025. So this is a relatively new channel. But what I want to talk about is, you know, my channel is about networking, technology, wellness, and fitness and travel. You know, I'm going to reiterate that through the video. Basically, networking is the key. So I was at the gym. I was networking with a guy. I've seen him before. He's an older guy. He has a lot of knowledge about things. And he was asking me if I wanted to join his organization to, they have a meeting coming up next week. And he was saying that we could, you know, go to the lawyer, draw up some papers and about the role that I would be doing in the company. But, you know, I don't really want to join anybody else's organization right now. I had seen the guy a couple of times, and so this was the first time he had told me about. He's working on some kind of program to help youth, but it's a sports program. And he wants to take this sports program and put it into recreation centers in the Metro Atlanta area. It sounds like a good idea, but, you know, I wasn't sure if I wanted to be a part of that. But I'll see him again and we'll discuss it further. But as of right now, I'm doing my own thing. You know, my thing is wellness and fitness. And as I said, we're 10 years ahead. So a lot of what we do, a lot of what our patches do is kind of help people look younger. And so you look younger, you have more energy. They help you become more well. Like if you have some issues sometimes, they can improve your issues. I don't want to make any claims here, but go to my website. The website is lifewave.com/JAYBARESI, and that's wellness and fitness. Now, as far as technology is concerned, I'm also getting into technology. And so in the near future, or right now, and in the near future, every company is going to need AI automation specialists. And there's going to be big money in that. So this is my technology piece for the channel. The AI revolution is going to be about the productivity gains. So the gains that they're going to make. And again, there'll be big money in that. Teaching businesses how to use AI is going to be a major opportunity for those who are able to leverage it. So you can be the architect of humanity's next chapter as far as artificial intelligence is concerned. So that's my technology piece. I'm going to flow in and out of networking, technology, wellness and fitness and travel. We can go back to travel. I do like to travel locally. I travel to do a lot of networking here in the Metro Atlanta area. I have some things coming up. I'm into technology, and so I go to the startup. There's companies who have like startup networking functions, and you go in and you pitch your idea, and if they like your idea, you're able to get funding for your startup. I know Georgia Tech. That is one of the organizations that I know where you can go, and you can go once a week. I think it's once a week. I know I was going once a week, but I go for a minute. I go for a little while, and then I may stop going because I have other things that I need to do. Like I'm working, I'm working as a caregiver, and so that's basically what I do every day, Monday through Friday. I work as a caregiver, and so that's another thing. I would like to expand my wellness and fitness business. As I said, I have 7 certifications in like health related fields, some of it education, some of it medical assisting. And so I want to use the education that I have in order to kind of make the world a better place, help people overcome illnesses, feel better, just get better, feel better, have more vitality, more energy. That's basically what I'm about. Is I want to make the world a better place. That's all I've ever tried to do, is make the world a better place. But again, you do have some people out here who, I guess, they don't want to see people feel good. I mean, we all know people like that. When you see them, they're always upset, or they, always have something negative to say, or they try to stop you from doing what you're doing. But I've always tried to make the world a better place because when the world is a better place, I feel better in it, and so I like to feel good. I don't like to feel down. I don't like to feel upset. I don't like to be sick. Oh, let me tell you what happened. So, I use all modes of transportation. I use Uber, Lyft. Sometimes I'm in the car. I have access to a car. Sometimes I'm in the car. I use Uber, Lyft. I use scooters. I use buses, trains. So I caught the bus. I was on MARTA. I caught the bus. And I'm catching the bus like where it's going to drop me off near my house. So this chick gets on the bus. And so she sat right next to me. And I'm like, oh boy. You know how people sit next to you, kind of crowd your space and everything. And so next thing I know, she started coughing. Do you ever go somewhere people coughing into the elbow? That doesn't stop anything. So now we're going back into wellness and fitness, right? So I had to start taking immune boosters because my nose was running. And I was coughing, I think, yesterday. I'm not coughing now because I took immune boosters. I don't want to get into different kinds of immune boosters and things you can take. But whenever you feel your nose is running or you have a slight cough or sore throat, there's something you can do immediately to stop that. Sometimes you can use a nighttime cold and flu medication. I mean, these things you can go to the dollar store and get this. They're not that expensive. I have some here. I didn't have to take it though. I was using some other stuff. Immune boosters, for those of you who know, just go on Google and look up immune boosters. I don't want to get off too much into medication and holistic medication and allopathic medication and different kinds of medication that you can use. I don't want to get off into that, so I'll briefly say you can use something to boost the immune system. This is part of my wellness and fitness piece for this channel. And so basically, she got on the bus. She was coughing into the elbow. You know, I don't know what it is with people, and they feel like I can come around and spread germs. Like, but, you know, just use an immune booster. Take some NyQuil. Do something. You know, you can take some nighttime cold and flu medication. You can take some Dayquil. There's different things you can do that will help you. So she was coughing into the elbow the whole time. So I was like, oh, man. And I didn't have a mask on because I usually put on a mask. But I was going to be getting off the bus shortly, so I didn't put the mask on. I wound up getting sick. My nose been running. And that's the first sign I know when I'm getting a cold. I either get a runny nose or a sore throat. And from the time I do that, I start taking all of these precautions because I have business to conduct here in the metro Atlanta area. And I don't have time to be sick. I really don't. I really don't. I don't have time to be sick. And so I try not to think about what happened in 2020. You know, remember what happened in 2020? Everybody got sick in 2020. I don't really want to discuss it, and I don't want to discuss that whole thing, but I'm just saying there are things you can do to boost your immune system so that you're not out here infecting other people. And so this is part of my wellness and fitness piece. So I'm feeling better now. I was able to go to the gym. I went there. Told you I ran into, there's a guy that comes out there. He was talking about the business that he's into. He wants to incorporate a sports program into the recreation centers here in the metro Atlanta area. And he wanted me to help him. And he was saying if I had computer skills. And I'm like, well, how much can you pay? Yeah, I mean, I'm going to always ask that question. How much can you pay? I wasn't thinking about joining it, though, because I have my own thing that I'm doing, which is caregiving. And then I do networking. And then I have the wellness and fitness business. And so between those things, my time is spoken for. But if a person has an opportunity and they have a good payout system and the payout is substantial, I may consider it. Because I'm looking to make a couple of extra dollars here. I'm looking to make a few extra dollars, you know. And when I say a few extra dollars, I'm talking about a few $1,000. A few thousand. Not $20 or $30. I'm looking to make a few $1,000s here shortly. And I did mention that YouTube does help small content creators make some money. You know, some people say they make. I know a social media influencer. He told me he was making $20,000 a month. That's what he told me, and he told me this was last year. He said, "Look," I said, "Well, you know, hey, I'm interested in making some money." He said, "I'm a social media influencer, and I make $20,000 a month." That's what he told me. Now I don't know. I have heard of people making that kind of money. And he said he had a YouTube channel. And so YouTube does help people make money. And so I decided to start my YouTube channel because I need another outlet to express myself. But like I said, like, share, and subscribe. You know, like, share, and subscribe this video. to this video, like, share, and subscribe to this video. You know who I am. I'm Jay. This is Things to Do in Metro Atlanta, story time with Jay. And so basically, you know, I enjoy doing YouTube. You know, this is a relatively new channel, and I started it in January of 2025. I've thought about starting it sooner, but you know, I always had like networking to do, and I never felt I had the time to record. But I'm making time now to do the videos. My videos are going to get better as I go along. I've been looking at editing and other mechanisms, other things that will come into play: photography, video, different kinds of equipment, microphones, just you know, maybe adding videos, editing, and things like that. I'm looking at it, but right now I just kind of want to like record the video, get comfortable talking about networking, technology, wellness, and fitness, and travel. That's what my channel is going to be about: networking, technology, wellness, and fitness, and travel. And the fact that YouTube is helping small content creators make money. So I wanted to get on here for a little while and let people know, you know, I'm doing what I can for the community. I have a background in community-based organizations. I started at 16. I've been working in community-based organizations all my life as a in healthcare. I started out as an educator. I moved up. I guess you could say move up, because I was making more money. When I moved up, I got into medical assisting and caregiving. I was being paid to be a caregiver, though. I got into medical assisting, but it's a caregiver, because a nurse is a caregiver, a doctor is a caregiver. You have different kinds of caregivers. You have home health aides. I know my father, he had a home health aide. He got real sick. He had a stroke. And so we used to have a home health aide come in. And he was bedridden. He couldn't get out of the bed. He had a stroke. The stress of life just got to him. And he used to lay in that bed all the time, you know, and as I grew up, I wanted to get into healthcare, and I kind of wanted to make a difference. And I am making a difference. The job can be difficult at times, but I mean, you know, it helps that you do something you like. I like healthcare. I'm supposed to be going to the Emory Brain Clinic. They sent me an email. This is research. I do research too. I'm part of some global research organizations here in the Metro Atlanta area. There's a lot of them here. There's a lot of global research organizations here in Metro Atlanta. And I have about, I think, 7 of them now that I consult with. 7 global research organizations here in the Metro Atlanta. And I consult with them as a I guess a participant, I guess, but like, you know, as a consultant or a freelancer, like freelance contractor. You know, I think the proper term would be contractor, because sometimes you do contract your services. But anyway, I've been part of that for a long time, but I was doing it in New York too. I started out in New York doing the with the research, and a lot of it's run out of universities. Believe it or not, they run a lot of the research programs out of the universities. You have somebody they call themselves a principal investigator, and so you know, there's work out there for you. I will, you know, talk more about this as I do my videos. But right now I'm just trying to, you know, upload my videos and kind of get more comfortable with YouTube. As I said, I started my channel in January of 2025. So January the 5th. So this is my second video. And I'm just looking to get more comfortable. So I'm going to wrap this video up. And until next time, take care. Like, share, and subscribe.